Hi students, I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about Chapter 10 and the last couple things that we have due for class. So Chapter 10 is titled Human Services Today. So it's all about some of the different ways that we provide services to our clients. So one of the ways that we do that is through our community-based services. So less institutionalized care like we had maybe 100 years ago, and more services that occur out in the community, like the mental health centers that cropped up in the 1960s in local neighborhoods and small towns, and an opportunity for people to get their mental health services more in their community. We also have wraparound services your book talks about, outreach services, and then school-based services, which have really become a huge thing in the last couple years, really before the pandemic, and then kind of off and on during the pandemic, depending on where you reside and if your school stayed open. I know my full-time job at Four Oaks, we have really kind of tried to pace with that. Some schools were open, then they were closed, and then they were open hybrid, and so lots of moving pieces with that. In that same vein, one of the things obviously during the pandemic that's really exploded has been the use of services for our clients using telehealth. So Zoom meetings or other applications for use of telehealth services for people that were not able to come out during the pandemic. The state even put some new codes in place for funding to allow providers to be able to bill using telehealth services at different rates than previously had happened prior to the pandemic. So it's kind of an interesting piece. We've also got, your book talks about services in rural areas, and then other types of services such as hospice or to folks in the military. And then your book has a big piece about the impact of technology, which I just referenced a little bit with telehealth. Telemedicine is also a piece of that. If any of you have experienced medical services through a Zoom call with your doctor, that's kind of interesting. What else we got here? Your chapter then has a piece about aging. You should attend to that, especially regarding the number of people in our country that are aging. So your book, one of the stats it has is that 85 and older population of people is projected to triple from 2014 to 2040. So aging population and increased people of color as our population changes over the next period of years. Your book then also talks about changes in the workplace, new roles for helpers. We try to focus more and more on strengths and empowering clients than probably ever before in the past, so that's important. And then your chapter 10 ends with a little bit about partnerships and how agencies and people work together in the human services field. Make sure you're looking at the terms in the back of the book and reviewing all the way through chapter 10. Then I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the last things we have in our class to end out our semester are the chapter 10 quiz, the chapter 10 assignment, and the chapter 10 discussion. So I have kind of stretched those things over a 3-week period. And I didn't bring my calendar here when I'm sitting down. But I will say that the thing that's coming up due for this week is the chapter 10 quiz. So first thing, read the chapter 10 in your textbook and then take the quiz. The second thing that you're going to want to then be attending to is the strengths-based analysis. So in Talon, under the course content are those modules. So the chapter 10 module outlines the assignment, which is going to be due next week. And then that last week, I believe May 7th, the discussion about the assignment will be due. So quiz, assignment, discussion. And for the assignment, you need to watch a movie. You can pick any movie that you want. I used to just watch a set movie in class. I used to show the movie Precious. For some semesters, we watched What's Eating Gilbert Grape. Then for some semesters, we watched Girl Interrupted. Those are 3 that I've actually shown in class since this isn't a in-class course for me right now. I say you can pick any number of those. You can watch The Joker. I've listed some students have watched Steel Magnolias in the past. The point of it is, pick a movie that you'd like to watch. If you've already watched it, watch it again. And what you're going to do is pick a character from the film that has some issues that you're going to then analyze. So to talk a little bit about the forecasting for the assignment next week, you're going to watch a movie. Then you're going to pick your character, and in your assignment, you're going to do 2 things. You're going to write at least a really good paragraph about what is the title of your movie, what's it about, what's happening in the movie, and who are the characters. And then for the next chunk, which should probably be at least a page and a half, you're going to tell me which character you picked, and you're going to do a strengths analysis on that character. Make sure that you read in the course content the couple things that I've linked there about how do you do a strengths analysis? What is a strengths analysis? And it has a list of questions and things you can go through. And then you're going to really do a good analysis of your client and what are their strengths. And then for your discussion, that following week, May 7th, which is the last thing for the course, you're going to post a discussion piece, like you've done for the other discussions, about this assignment and who you picked and what movie and what were some of the strengths. So hopefully you're able to finish out the semester strong. Many of you have done an excellent job on your assignments. Some of you maybe didn't write as much on the last assignment for the systems analysis as I was hoping, but some of you did a really good job. So I've just finished grading that this morning, so you can take a look at where you stand on that. So I think that might be it for my video today. I hope you're enjoying this more spring-like sunny weather we're having, and that you're well and taking care of yourself and being safe and all of those things during this continued pandemic time. So take care and make sure you get your stuff done and plan well for your class. And I'll talk to you in the future. Take care. Bye.